Mark August 8th in your calendar because this is likely going to be a day full of unexpected change, transformation, and maybe a bit of feelings of inner conflict or challenge. In today's video, I want to break down exactly why I say this because the astrology of August 8th is important to remember. Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Isabel, your spiritual rebel friend, and today we are talking about the astrology of August 8th. As there are quite a few different aspects happening in regards to one planet in particular that could make this day very intense, unexpected, and transformative. But there may be some challenges along the way. So I want to break down what exact transits aspects are happening on August 8th, why you should note August 8th on your calendar, and what in the end this whole aspect combination is about and how you can utilize this energy to your benefit. I feel like I didn't enunciate that well. How you can utilize this energy to your benefit and what the core lesson and invitation is behind these transits. And of course, if you want to dive deeper into what exactly is going on in August and how it's affecting you astrologically, I invite you to book a reading down in the description box below, where in 1 hour we can dive deep into any and everything regarding your chart, your desires, and the stars. The link is in the description box below, and hopefully I'll remember to put it in the card up above. So what exactly is happening astrologically August 8th? I'm going to separate this by transit of what specific aspect each specific aspect means, but all of these have to do with one major shift that has happened in August, which is Mars entered Libra. Wherever Mars transits, this is how we can best utilize our physical energy, is the concept. And so with Mars in Libra, we're being invited to work and move through life in a way that promotes balance, connection, and understanding, prioritizing one-on-one connections, prioritizing understanding others, prioritizing fairness, and prioritizing balance. In a way, Mars in Libra is saying there's no way we can do things productively anymore unless it's balanced. Balanced in lifestyle, balanced in how social we are, balanced in all ways, and fair to ourselves. Can we moderate ourselves is the question that Mars in Libra is asking us. And it also promotes connection, especially for those who have an Aries sun, moon, or rising, which is transiting their 7th house. But overall, Mars in Libra is promoting us taking action in a way that promotes connection one-on-one with others and promotes understanding. For example, if Libra is your 10th house and you are experiencing Mars in Libra transit, you may feel like you need to prioritize more connection in your business. If Mars is though transiting Libra in your 4th house, maybe you feel more called to focus on one-on-one connection with your home and family. So Mars in Libra says the best way to take action is to be balanced and prioritize connection. But not only is Mars recently entered Libra as of, I believe, August 4th or 6th, Mars in Libra forms multiple different aspects to multiple different planets on the same day, August 8th. Let's break down what Mars is doing on August 8th one by one. First off, Mars in Libra is forming a trine to Uranus in Gemini, and this is on the day of the 8-8 portal already. I'm not even going to touch on the 8-8 portal in today's video, but for those of you who know about the Lionsgate portal, August 8th is already an intense event because of the Lionsgate portal. But on top of it, we have Mars in Libra, for one, forming a trine to Uranus in Gemini. Uranus only recently entered Gemini as of July 7th of 2025, and it's bringing up unexpected change both to our mind and to our physical environment in matters related to our thinking, our curiosity, and our social networks. In the end, to help us be better communicators and share our knowledge with the world. But with Mars in Libra forming a trine to Uranus in Gemini, we can expect the unexpected in our social networks and in our communication and in our knowledge and curiosity in a positive way. Look to whatever house Uranus is, look to what house Gemini is in your chart, as this is where Uranus is transiting. And this is where you can expect unexpected change. For example, if you're an Aries, this is your 3rd house, expect the unexpected with your daily network. If you're Sagittarius, sun and rising, this is your relationships. But something unexpected is coming up in the Gemini part of your sky. Something that is going to change your relationship with curiosity and connection. A trine with Mars means that maybe some form of action you're taking on the 8th is going to be more rewarding in an unexpected way. Whenever we have a positive aspect to Mars, we want to act in the way that Mars is inviting us to do so. So with Mars currently in Libra, we're being called to focus on connection and balance. On the 8th, you may feel called to do something that promotes connection or more of a balanced lifestyle. And this could bring you more fulfillment and an unexpected change to the Gemini sector of your sky. Now, secondarily, not only is Mars in Libra forming this trine to Uranus and Gemini, but Mars in Libra is also directly opposing Neptune and Saturn retrograde in the first degrees of Aries. So Neptune and Saturn retrograde in Aries, as I did a video already touching about, are having us relinquish and retract our recently initiated responsibilities and idealisms with ourselves, meaning that anything we told ourselves we should do or uphold, we've been retracting that and asking ourselves, do we need this much independence in a certain area of our life? Do we need this much assertion? Or can we take on a softer mentality and a more trusting mentality? Where have you been relinquishing as much independence that you've recently initiated? Where have you been backtracking in your life? Maybe you feel like you've been adding all these disciplinary habits or disciplinary modes of being that you've recently stopped trying to do so much or been questioning. That is Saturn and Neptune retrograde in Aries. And so with Mars in Libra, forming an opposition to Neptune and Saturn retrograde, what I would interpret this as is trying to get out of our head in what we should, could, would, or have to do, and instead prioritizing the other. In the end, Aries is very selfish. It's the necessary part of ourselves that is selfish, where we focus on ourselves, our relationship to ourselves, and what we want to do. But with it being in an opposition to Mars and Libra right now, which is forming a positive aspect to Uranus, we are being rewarded by focusing on the other and focusing on the social network. Maybe you're going to have an opportunity on the 8th to make someone feel more heard and understood, to connect with another person and put yourself in their shoes. And this can feel like you maybe are losing yourself a bit in the process, but this can actually be a bit rewarding. Focusing on connection rather than independence is something that is invited on August 8th, simply put. Not only did I say that you can expect the unexpected on the 8th, but I did also mention the word transformative. And that is because Mars in Libra also forms a trine to Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. And I do have a video on Pluto retrograde in Aquarius as well that you can find on my channel when Pluto went retrograde back in May. And Pluto retrograde in Aquarius forming a trine to Mars in Libra means that not only the actions that we take focused on connection and balance can be unexpectedly positive, but it can also bring us a level of self-transformation and healing that has been long awaited. Yes, Pluto is a retrograde, but it can feel like we are revisiting an old wound and getting to heal it once and for all. This may give us a sense of importance and a sense of purpose. So this day can be very, very positive overall. We have what is called basically a grand air trine present. I talked about this in my full moon in Aquarius video when I talked about the full moon because it's very relevant in this matter as well. But basically we have Uranus in Gemini trining Mars in Libra, trining Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. This is what's called a grand air trine. All three of the air signs are linking up to create a harmonious aspect that is lucky for us. With Mars specifically involved, we are called to do things in a balanced, harmonious way. That is going to be my key takeaway for you, is that if you think of anything during these transits, during the 8th, if you want to utilize this energy to your benefit, do something that prioritizes connection, balance, fairness, and harmony, that puts you in someone else's shoes, or vice versa, where you put yourself in another person's shoes. Focus on cultivating understanding and connection with people. But given this is a grand air trine, all forms of our social networks, our social connections, our sense of importance and understanding is highlighted. Our mental energy is accelerated, and we can have massive realizations, breakthroughs, and healing in unexpected ways that changes our perspective on ourselves and others. So let me know down in the comments below, with this energy present on the 8/8 portal, the Lionsgate portal, which is already very intense, what are you feeling as we near the 8th? What ends up coming up for you on the 8th? Do you take action to cultivate connection, understanding, and balance? And what do you end up having come up in your reality because of it? I do recommend, as a final note, to look at what house Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini are according to your birth chart / sun sign, and acting and propelling movement forward, movement forward in these areas of your life. So let me know down in the comments below what ends up coming up for you. If you like this video, if you want more daily star updates for the important dates that are coming up, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stay tuned for more videos breaking down the stars and more. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I sincerely hope you enjoyed. Once again, my name's Isabel, and from my heart to yours, namaste.